The top worst enemies of each zodiac sign. It's not easy to get along with everyone, which is not necessarily wrong. We all have different personalities and tend to relate to people with the same outlook on life, or at least understand us. People with opposite personalities tend to judge each other or clash with the way they are. For example, if we're highly punctual, we constantly fight with our disorganized friends and vice versa. Here are the worst enemies of each zodiac sign. Aries. Aries is a fiery, impulsive, adventurous risk-taker and action-oriented sign. In short, everything Earth signs dread, for they're patient, methodical, and practical in their approach to life. For this reason, Aries does not get along well with Taurus. The bull takes a long time to make decisions as it needs to get used to change properly. Aries can't stand to stand still for more than 5 minutes, but Taurus can comfortably stay in the same place for eternity. In addition, both zodiac signs are headstrong, and neither is willing to give in, making the relationship more difficult to cope with. Something similar happens with Virgo. This organized and detail-oriented sign is incapable of sending an email without checking it 10 times beforehand or leaving home without cleaning their shoes until they're spotless. Aries, on the other hand, is ready to embark on the next adventure, living life on the edge, driven by adrenaline. This causes them to get ahead of themselves and make several mistakes on a daily basis. Taurus. Taurus's worst enemies are those who constantly rush them, change plans from one moment to another, are unpredictable, and take everything as a joke. That is, Gemini and Sagittarius. These two zodiac signs live in the present, are spontaneous, and do not like routine. Taurus, on the other hand, needs stability and comfort to be at peace, which Gemini and Sagittarius never offer. In addition, Taurus takes things very seriously. It's devoted, committed, and reliable, while Gemini and Sagittarius, well, not so much. They can agree to plans one day and forget all about them the next. So many things can happen in between. They prefer not to have any plans locked in. That's why they are Taurus's worst enemies. Gemini. Gemini is a playful and outgoing zodiac sign that wants to live life to the fullest and enjoy as many experiences as possible. Their worst enemies are those who hinder their spontaneous and playful spirit that only seeks to quench their never-ending curiosity. Overly sensitive signs like Cancer and Pisces do not allow Geminis to display their potential as they'd like. These natives are independent and do not like emotional ties, which makes Cancer and Pisces feel insecure. As a result, these last two zodiac signs engage in manipulative strategies to keep Gemini around longer than they want to, which never ends well. Cancer. Cancer natives value intimacy, emotional connection, emotions, and comfort. They do not relate to people in a cold and aloof way, filtering everything through their subjective feelings. People who are too rational and unable to express their emotions overtly are Cancer's worst enemy. Virgo, for example, has a scientific mind that does not follow the impulses of their fluctuating emotions. This leads to many arguments between these two zodiac signs. Something similar happens with Aquarius. These individuals are detached and perceive emotions as prisons that hinder their freedom. Cancer craves emotional intimacy and Aquarius emotional distance, which inevitably leads them to clash. Leo. The fiery and passionate Leo has a bohemian spirit that bravely goes for their goals. There's no unattainable dream for this native, and anyone who says otherwise instantly becomes their enemy. For example, someone like Taurus or Capricorn, Earth zodiac signs who prefer to keep their feet on the ground rather than get carried away by illusions. Taurus considers Leo too self-centered and impractical, while Capricorn criticizes their luxurious and extravagant lifestyle. They prefer to stick to what's necessary without indulging their impulses, which bores Leo to no end. Virgo. Nothing slips Virgo's scientific and methodical eye. These detail-oriented individuals are organized, practical, reliable, and committed. Virgo does not let their selfish impulses get in the way of their duties. They get the job done without complaint, for they're helpful, dependable, and modest. Sagittarius is one of their worst enemies, as they're blunt, disorganized, and unpredictable. These natives cannot commit to a project or stick to a plan, which irritates Virgo to no end. On the other hand, Pisces is too dreamy and absent-minded for Virgo. They turn into their enemy by forgetting appointments, being unpunctual, and chaotically emotional. Libra. Libra is a beautiful social butterfly who thrives on meeting new people, attending parties, and making their charming and engaging personality known to the world. These natives have an aesthetic eye that appreciates the beauty of everything around them, even when others are unable to see it. Instead, Scorpios prefer to dive into the sewer of the human experience, all the rotten and dark things that makeup and shiny outfits hide. These two zodiac signs are enemies because Libra considers Scorpio intense and hostile, while Scorpio considers Libra too shallow and hypocritical. Aries also gets along poorly with Libra because the ram does not have the patience to consider everyone's opinion before taking action, which Libra finds rude. Scorpio. Scorpio is a deeply sensitive sign that values its intimacy jealously. They're distrustful and suspect the worst in everyone before they genuinely get to know them. That's why Sagittarius is one of their worst enemies. These individuals are blunt, spontaneous, and outspoken. They're open about their intimacies as well as those of other people because they don't consider it a negative attitude. This makes Scorpios cringe, pushing them away from their inner circle to keep them from revealing their secrets. Scorpios are also Aquarius's enemy because this individual does not like to talk about profound matters and runs away from emotional intimacy, which is all Scorpio craves. Sagittarius. Sagittarius has a wild, passionate, and upbeat spirit that infects everyone who passes them by. These natives love to travel, meet new people, and explore other cultures. Cancer is one of their biggest enemies as they criticize their adventurous nature. The crab considers Sagittarius too reckless and unpredictable, while the archer perceives Cancer as too attached to their comfort zone. Sagittarius is also an enemy of Capricorn, the Lord of Constraints. Whenever the archer comes up with a new plan or trip, Capricorn throws out all the reasons why it could go wrong. A veritable party pooper. Capricorn. Capricorn does not like to beat around the bush. These natives are committed and earnest and have no problem putting off pleasure in the pursuit of their long-term goals. Aries, on the other hand, is impulsive and impatient. They want to take action promptly and don't consider all their options before moving forward, something Capricorn condemns them for. The goat is an enemy of Aries and Pisces as well. Aries for being too impulsive, and Pisces for being too lazy. Pisces wants to score the easy stuff, cut corners, or even get others to do a couple of things for them. Capricorn is against these values and prefers to keep Pisces out of their circle of friends. Aquarius. Aquarius is the creative rebel of the zodiac. These individuals are innovative and go against mainstream and traditional conventions. This defiant attitude towards authority causes them to constantly fight with Capricorn. The latter is adept at rules and formalities, while Aquarius challenges the status quo. On the other hand, Aquarius is constantly changing and innovating, so it also clashes with Taurus. The bull wants everything to stay the same and fears the future, while the water bearer is always forward-thinking. And Pisces. The sensitive and imaginative Pisces have more fun living in their inner world than dealing with the adversities of reality. That's why one of their worst enemies is Capricorn. The goat wastes no time breaking Pisces' illusion by reminding them of the harsh reality. Capricorn does not like dealing with people as dreamy as Pisces, as they're too busy creating a stable future for themselves. Aries is yet another of Pisces' enemies. This fiery individual is rushing around all the time, ruining the taciturn state of Pisces, who'd rather avoid facing their problems than take action. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe for all the updates.